Living with diabetes means careful blood sugar management, and that can certainly be a daily challenge. But what if I told you that delicious fruits could actually help with this? Now, it's true that fruits contain natural sugars, but the right kinds of fruits, especially when you eat them wisely, can be incredibly powerful allies in controlling those glucose spikes. They can offer a really sweet path to better health and stability. Top 5 powerful fruits for diabetics. 1. Berries. Blackberries, strawberries, blueberries. First up, let's talk about berries. We're talking about that vibrant medley. You know, the deep-hued blackberries, sweet strawberries, and those ever-popular blueberries. These are truly a fantastic choice if you're navigating the complexities of diabetes. And why are they so great? Well, their remarkable suitability really comes down to a powerful combination. They have a low glycemic index, or GI, and they're packed with an abundance of dietary fiber. This dynamic duo works together to make sure that the natural sugars in berries are released into your bloodstream at a nice, leisurely pace. This is super important because it effectively prevents those unwelcome and abrupt glucose spikes that we want to avoid. Just think about the humble blackberry, for example. A single cup impressively packs nearly 8 grams of fiber while only containing about 7 grams of sugar. It's this exceptional fiber-to-sugar ratio that firmly establishes blackberries, and really berries in general, as nutritional powerhouses for maintaining stable blood sugar control. And here's something really exciting. A growing body of research consistently highlights that berries can actually enhance insulin sensitivity. Now, for anyone with diabetes, this is profoundly significant. Why? Because improved insulin sensitivity empowers your body to use insulin more effectively, and that means managing blood sugar levels with much greater efficiency. Interestingly, the very compounds that give berries their rich, appealing colors, those are called anthocyanins, are often credited with this beneficial effect. These potent antioxidants do more than just help with blood sugar regulation. They also actively combat oxidative stress. Oxidative stress, as you might know, is a pervasive concern in diabetes. It can contribute to serious complications like nerve damage, also known as neuropathy, and cardiovascular disease. So, by neutralizing harmful free radicals, the antioxidants abundant in berries help safeguard your cells and diminish inflammation throughout your body, essentially offering a protective shield. The good news is that incorporating these delightful fruits into your diabetic diet is both remarkably easy and incredibly satisfying. You can kickstart your day by adding a handful of mixed berries to your morning oatmeal, or perhaps blend them into a diabetes-friendly smoothie. Another great idea is pairing them with a small portion of plain Greek yogurt for a protein boost, which further aids in stabilizing blood sugar. And of course, they also make a refreshing and convenient standalone snack. When you're selecting berries, it's good to know that both fresh and frozen options are equally beneficial nutritionally. However, if you do choose frozen, just make sure to always check the label to ensure no sugars have been added. Enjoying a sensible portion, which is typically around half a cup to 1 cup, allows you to harness their considerable benefits without overloading on carbohydrates. Plus, their inherent natural sweetness can also effectively satisfy those cravings for something sweet, making them a guilt-free treat that actively supports your long-term health goals. 2. Citrus fruits, especially grapefruit. Next on our list are citrus fruits. This refreshing family includes zesty oranges, tangy lemons, and notably, the robust grapefruit. They are widely celebrated for their low glycemic index. This characteristic makes them an intelligent and flavorful addition to any diabetes-friendly eating plan, and these vibrant fruits offer a wealth of goodness that extends far beyond just their invigorating taste. Grapefruit, in particular, really stands out as a nutritional champion. It's quite astonishing, but just half of a medium-sized grapefruit can fulfill over 50% of your daily vitamin C requirements. And it does this alongside delivering other essential vitamins and minerals, all while remaining relatively low in calories and carbohydrates. That makes it a truly nutrient-dense choice. Now, one of the most compelling compounds found within grapefruit is something called naringenin. It's a type of flavonoid that has demonstrated some powerful anti-diabetic properties in various studies. Research suggests that naringenin can significantly increase the body's sensitivity to insulin. What's more, it may even help to mimic the effects of certain glucose-lowering medications. This positions grapefruit not merely as a tasty fruit, but as a potential functional food in the ongoing management of blood sugar levels. Broader scientific investigations into citrus fruits reinforce their valuable role in improving insulin sensitivity and assisting in maintaining steadier glucose levels over time. The considerable soluble fiber content in citrus fruits also plays a crucial part. It does this by noticeably slowing down the absorption of sugar from the digestive system into your bloodstream. However, it's really important to sound a critical note of caution here regarding potential medication interactions with grapefruit. Both fresh grapefruit and grapefruit juice can significantly interfere with the metabolism of a wide array of medications. These medications include, but are not limited to, some statins used for cholesterol management, various blood pressure drugs, and even certain diabetes medications. This interference can lead to higher and potentially unsafe concentrations of the drug in your bloodstream, which in turn increases the risk of adverse side effects. So, it is absolutely essential to consult your doctor or pharmacist before you start regularly consuming grapefruit to ensure it's safe for you, especially given your specific medication regimen. Now, for some serving suggestions that won't cause those unwelcome blood sugar spikes. You can enjoy grapefruit segments as a refreshing component of a balanced breakfast, add them to salads for a zesty and flavorful kick, or simply savor half a grapefruit on its own. And as always, please remember that portion control is paramount to reaping the benefits without any negative consequences. 3. Apples. Moving on to our third fruit, apples. You know that age-old adage, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Well, it might hold particular truth for individuals managing diabetes, especially when these fruits are chosen and consumed with mindfulness. Apples are a fantastic and readily available source of dietary fiber, and most notably, a soluble fiber called pectin. Pectin plays a pivotal role in our digestion by slowing down the absorption of sugar from the food we eat into the bloodstream. This gradual release mechanism is so instrumental in preventing those rapid surges in glucose levels that can be particularly problematic and challenging for individuals living with diabetes. Furthermore, the substantial fiber content in apples promotes a lasting feeling of fullness or satiety. This can be a valuable ally in weight management, which, as we know, is another critically important aspect of comprehensive diabetes control. A wealth of scientific studies has really delved into the specific benefits of apples when it comes to blood sugar regulation. The general consensus emerging from this research is that the regular consumption of whole apples, especially when integrated into a balanced and healthy diet, can significantly contribute to improved glycemic control. It may even reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes in the first place. Beyond their impressive fiber profile, apples are also generously endowed with powerful antioxidants, like quercetin, camphorol, and other beneficial polyphenols. These naturally occurring compounds actively combat oxidative stress and inflammation, two conditions that are often found to be elevated in people with diabetes. If left unchecked, these can contribute to the development and progression of long-term diabetic complications, including heart disease, neuropathy, which is nerve damage, and retinopathy, or eye damage. So by thoughtfully including apples in your diet, you're not merely managing your blood sugar, you're also supplying your body with vital protective nutrients that support your overall wellness. Now, when you're selecting apples from the diverse array available, it's useful to know that some varieties are naturally lower in sugar content than others. Granny Smith apples, for instance, with their characteristic tartness, typically have a lower sugar content compared to sweeter varieties like Fuji or Gala. Nevertheless, virtually all apple varieties can comfortably fit into a well-structured diabetic meal plan, as long as appropriate portioning is observed. An ideal portion is generally considered to be a small to medium-sized apple. To further optimize their blood sugar impact, you might consider enjoying your apple alongside a source of protein or healthy fat. Think a small handful of almonds, a few walnuts, or a tablespoon of natural peanut butter. This combination can further slow down sugar absorption, which is great, and there are so many creative ways to enjoy apples without resorting to added sugar. You can slice them into fresh salads for a crisp texture, bake them with a sprinkle of cinnamon for a warm and comforting treat, or dice them into unsweetened oatmeal for some natural sweetness and crunch. One thing to keep in mind is that it's generally advisable to avoid apple juice, as it's often stripped of its beneficial fiber and can lead to rapid increases in blood sugar. 4. Cherries. All right, let's talk about cherries. This includes both the delightful sweet varieties and their tangy tart counterparts. You might be surprised to learn they are quite beneficial for individuals diligently managing diabetes. This advantage is primarily attributed to their remarkably low glycemic index, or GI, which typically hovers around a modest 22 for fresh cherries. In practical terms, this low GI means that cherries cause a significantly slower and more controlled rise in blood sugar levels when compared to many other fruits. This makes them a wonderful and safe treat, as long as they're consumed in mindful moderation, of course. Beyond their favorable glycemic profile, cherries are also densely packed with a variety of nutrients that offer distinct and valuable advantages for those navigating the challenges of diabetes. Something particularly noteworthy is the compelling research focused on tart cherry juice. Studies in this area have shown considerable promise, indicating that regular consumption of unsweetened tart cherry juice may contribute to a reduction in hemoglobin A1C levels. Now, hemoglobin A1C is a crucial blood test that reflects your average blood sugar control over the preceding 2 to 3 months. So, any natural intervention capable of positively impacting this marker is, of course, of significant interest. Cherries are naturally rich in anthocyanins. Those are the powerful plant pigments responsible for their characteristic deep red and purple hues. These anthocyanin compounds possess potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Chronic inflammation is a pervasive underlying issue in diabetes, and unfortunately, it can exacerbate insulin resistance and contribute to the development or worsening of diabetic complications. The abundant antioxidants found in cherries play a vital role in neutralizing harmful free radicals, thereby protecting our cells from oxidative damage. Furthermore, cherries serve as a good source of various polyphenols and vitamin C. Both of these contribute significantly to overall health and can robustly support the body's intricate mechanisms for managing blood sugar and mitigating its related adverse effects. Some scientific studies even suggest that the unique combination of compounds found in cherries may offer tangible benefits for related conditions that often coexist with diabetes, such as high blood pressure. This is primarily due to their positive impact on vascular health and function. So, how can you seamlessly incorporate cherries into your diabetic meal plan? Well, consider enjoying a small bowl of fresh cherries as a satisfying snack. Frozen cherries, which retain much of their nutritional value, can be conveniently added to smoothies or stirred into unsweetened yogurt. If you're considering tart cherry juice, it's really essential to opt for unsweetened varieties and remain highly conscious of portion sizes, as juices can be more concentrated in sugar than the whole fruit. And always try to prioritize consuming whole cherries whenever possible to gain the maximum benefit from their valuable fiber content. 5. Stone fruits, peaches, and apricots. Last but certainly not least on our list are stone fruits. This delightful category includes succulent peaches and delicate apricots. They really stand out as excellent choices for individuals managing diabetes, largely due to their highly favorable nutritional profiles. These fruits proudly boast low glycemic index, or GI, and glycemic load, or GL, values. These are key indicators of how a food affects your blood sugar. For instance, peaches typically have a GI of around 28 and a GL of a mere 3. Apricots, on the other hand, register a GI of approximately 34 and a GL of 3.8. These impressively low values signify that these fruits have a minimal and gentle impact on blood sugar levels, especially when they're consumed in appropriate, sensible portions. This makes them a wonderfully sweet and deeply satisfying option that won't sabotage your diligent glucose management efforts. The significant fiber content present in both peaches and apricots is a primary contributor to their remarkable blood sugar regulating abilities. You see, dietary fiber, particularly the soluble kind found in these fruits, plays a crucial role by slowing down the processes of digestion and absorption of carbohydrates from your meal. This, in turn, leads to a more gradual and sustained release of glucose into the bloodstream. This effectively helps to prevent those sharp, undesirable spikes and subsequent energy-draining crashes that can make the day-to-day management of diabetes so challenging. Beyond their fiber benefits, these sun-kissed fruits are also densely packed with a wide array of essential vitamins and minerals that actively support overall health and well-being. Peaches, for example, are a good source of immune-boosting vitamin C and essential potassium. Apricots, on the other hand, offer substantial amounts of vision-supporting vitamin A and powerful antioxidants like beta-carotene. Collectively, these nutrients contribute to robust immune function, promote healthy eye health, and provide crucial protection against cellular damage caused by oxidative stress. Now, as with all fruits, maintaining portion control is absolutely essential to harness their benefits without any adverse effects. A medium-sized peach, or about 2 to 3 small apricots, generally constitutes a suitable and diabetes-friendly serving. It's also highly recommended to take full advantage of their peak seasonal availability, typically during the warm summer months, to enjoy the best possible flavor and maximum nutritional value. You can enjoy them fresh as a wonderfully refreshing standalone snack, slice them into unsweetened breakfast cereals or plain yogurt for added natural sweetness, or even try grilling them for a uniquely delicious and healthy dessert. When enjoying stone fruits, it's always best to consume them whole to ensure you get the full benefit of their natural fiber. If you happen to opt for canned varieties, try to choose those packed in their own juice or light syrup rather than heavy syrup, and if possible, rinse them to remove any excess sugar. Their inherent natural sweetness means you can savor their deliciousness without needing to add any extra sugar, making them a truly wholesome choice. So, to wrap things up, berries, citrus fruits, apples, cherries, and stone fruits all offer truly potent benefits for diabetics. With mindful portion control and strategic timing, these delicious fruits can indeed be powerful allies in managing those tricky glucose spikes. They really go to show that a diabetes-friendly diet can be both healthy, genuinely enjoyable, and full of natural sweetness. So what's next? We really encourage you to try one of these diabetic-friendly fruits this week and, of course, monitor your response. If you found this information useful, please consider sharing it. And we'd absolutely love to hear your experiences or answer any questions you might have in the comments below.